y'all, welcome back. My name's Sarah and this is my channel, The Sassy Bookworm. So today I'm coming at you guys with another book haul. This one's going to be a pretty short book haul. I didn't get a lot of books in the month of May just because I'm going to Disney the first week of June, so I wanted to make sure that I saved up some money that I could kind of splurge in Disney. It has been a really long time since I've been to Disney. Like, I was a kid the last time I went and I am super excited to go, so I wanted to make sure I had enough money for Disney. But I wanted to go ahead and show you all the books that I got for the month of May just because I found some pretty good deals at like Ollie's bargain priced outlet and at half price book outlet, and I wanted to share them with you just in case you have like a Ollie's near you. They might have the same stock of books as this, or at half price books if you want to go check out their selection. But without further ado, let's get into this book haul. So the first book I have here is White Cat by Holly Black. It is the first in the Curse Workers series, and I had actually seen this book on BookTube before, so when I seen it I definitely went ahead and picked it up. I was really happy that it was the new covers just because I really like these covers a lot better than the old covers. I think that they are a lot prettier. But this book is about a guy named Casil. I don't know if his name's Casil or Casil. I don't know. It's basically about this guy who is part of this family that are all curse workers. They can manipulate your emotions, your memories by just a touch of their hands. However, for his family, it's pretty unfortunate because curse working is illegal. So his whole family are criminals, except for him, because he doesn't have this magic touch that the rest of them have. However, that doesn't make him innocent because he has this dark secret. With not having powers, he's always been kind of an outcast in his family, kind of the good kid among a bad family. If you ignore one thing that he did. He actually killed his best friend, and now he is haunted by what he done, and now he's having these dreams of a white cat, and he's been sleepwalking, and he's just been possessed to do horrible things. And all of his brothers are starting to keep secrets from him about what's going on in their world. He starts to think that he is part of this huge con plan. So Casil is gonna have to go back through his memories and relive them in order to figure out what is going on, and so that he can out-con the con man. I remember when this book was really popular on BookTube, so when I seen it, I had to go ahead and pick it up. I think I paid maybe $2 for this book, and I mean, it's in pretty decent condition. It's still readable. There's just some little folds on the pages, nothing that can't be straightened back out. So I think that this would be a really good book to get into soon. So the next book I have here is Rebel of the Sands by Alwyn Hamilton. So this book is set in a desert world where mortals reign, but mythical beasts still exist and are out there. This desert landscape is a pretty unforgiving place, especially if you're in a minority, like being female or orphaned or poor. It makes it a lot rougher on you in this world. So this story actually follows a girl who is orphaned, poor, and well, female. So for her, life in this world has always been pretty difficult, but she has a special gift that has kind of made her a little more special. She is a perfect shot, and so she uses this gift to enter a contest where she meets a foreigner and kind of sees him as her way out of this world. But even though she has spent years dreaming of leaving this place, she never thought that it would be with a foreigner on the back of a mythical horse. So this book is going to be about how she tries to escape this world that she's always known but never really fit into and never really wanted to be a part of. And as she explores more of this world and more of what it actually has to offer in her journey with this foreigner. So the next book I have here is Dark Tide by Jennifer Donnelly. I actually have the first book, and I think I maybe have the second book as well to the series, but this is the third book in the Waterfire saga. I remember when they used to have like commercials out with the first book because I loved the song that was in it, and so I bought the book. I've never actually read them, but when I seen this at Ollie's for like $2.99, I couldn't pass it up. I mean, it's in peak condition and it's a hardcover, so I mean, $2.99 for that, definitely not that bad. So of course I can't tell you anything about this book just because it's not the first book in a series, and I'm not going to read the inside flap because that could spoil the other books for me. However, I do know that this series is of course about mermaids, and that was honestly all it took for me to pick up the first book. And with the song that they played on like the advertisement for it all the time, I loved it. And so I know that it's a series that I will read at some point, so I went ahead and got this when I seen it for such a good price. So the next book I have here is another one that I picked up at Ollie's, and it is Rain and Fire by Chris and Jay DeLacy, and it is a companion to The Last Dragon Chronicles. I actually own some of the books in The Last Dragon Chronicles, and I definitely probably will read them at some point because I love the idea of dragons anyway. So any book that has to do with dragons, I'm usually gonna jump on board with pretty quick. So I seen this for, I think it was $1.99 at Ollie's, and so I wanted to go ahead and get it just because it was such a cheap price, especially for a hardcover. So I know it'll be a book that I read at some point, just not one that I'll read currently, but still one I wanted to go ahead and get. And then last but not least in this book haul, I have Once Upon a Dream, A Twisted Tale by Liz Braswell. If you have seen any of my videos or any of my book hauls, if there's a retelling in it, you will know that storybook retellings are usually some of my favorite books. So this is obviously right up my alley, seeing as it is obviously a retelling of Sleeping Beauty, and it is actually like a Disney press book, so it is made by Disney. But basically the twisted tale in this story is of Princess Aurora and if she had never been woken up. So basically what happens is when the prince tries to kiss her awake, he falls under this same curse as her. And so Princess Aurora has to figure out how to get through this curse by herself in her mind. She has to face villains in her mind, basically. Like, honestly, I can't even explain how excited I am for this book. Sleeping Beauty was never one of my favorites, but I always enjoyed the Disney movie. And I really enjoyed like Maleficent and like all of that kind of stuff. And so since this is a retelling, it's not going to be the same story, of course. It's gonna follow along the same lines, but it's gonna have its own personal twist, and I'm honestly so excited to get into this book. And I'm pretty sure, even though A Twisted Tale is a series, I think they're all just like companion novels. I don't think that you have to read them all to get to these books. You know, don't quote me on that or anything, but I do think that it is kind of like a standalone book, even though it is part of a series. So this one may be one that I get into pretty soon just because of how excited I am for it. Alright y'all, so that was all of the books that I had to show you for this month. I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty tame book haul for me. I only have 5 books here, but I still wanted to go ahead and share with you guys what I got. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more book hauls from me. Leave a comment down below if you've ever read any of these books and what you thought about them personally. Hit that subscribe button down there if you want to see more content from me. I try to post a video at least once a week, and I hope that you will come on this journey with me as I figure out who I'm going to be on YouTube. I hope that you all have a wonderful day, and until next time, I will see you guys then. Bye! So I wanted to save up some minutes. This is